Are we moving towards becoming a touchless society? Because as a single person that works alone in isolation on a regular basis, because that's why I brought up the dancing and the massage, are we are we supposed to somehow evolve into humans that need less touch?
So it's a great question because there's so many of us that struggle with that, right? Many of us here on this call work alone or work from home. Even though we interact with our clients, we're not in a huge, except for, I don't know, Tricia, maybe you have a bigger interaction, but in some ways, yes. So it's very interesting. What they showed me was that, so this is an interesting experience for me because they give me things that I can relate to so that I can explain to you. And what they showed me was that, I don't know, 30 years ago, there was a movie called Back to the Future. Anybody remember that movie?
Yeah.
And I think it was in the second one, or maybe the third one, where they show them looking at all these TV screens. There's many monitors on a giant TV screen. And we're doing that now, oddly enough. And there is going to be more of that and less of personal engagement, at least in the near term. We have to go through this lesson, for better, for worse. Like, they call it a lesson. I call it a lesson. And we will evolve from that. It will change, but not for a while. Not for a while. It is going to be very kind of isolationist. I don't know if that's even a word. For a while. And new industries in that can take advantage of this technology and run with it will do that as well. You'll see more of these crop up. But really, it's the innovation of people who are like, there's got to be a way to deeply connect, even if it's not in person. And I'm sure my sister would agree with that. She does deep connection now. My sister's on the call. So there will be more of that. It may just look a little different. Eventually, over time, of course, we will connect again physically. We have to, or we can't procreate, although that's not a bad thing at this time. Having a pause in population and having population control is also a good thing. So, I don't know, did that answer your question? Anita, do you think that answered your question, or is there more to that?
I mean, I moved to Miami, which is a huggy, kissy kind of culture, and I've been at home for 7 months before the coronavirus because I busted my foot. This is terrifyingly sad to me.
Yes. So be patient. Be patient. Cultivate relationships that you can have one-on-one with people so that you at least feel connected to one person or two people that you have trust with. It's like me and my two neighbors. We know who we are. We know where we go. We don't do the things that we used to do together yet, but we still see each other. So there are ways to do that, and we encourage you to make that kind of a connection so that you feel that on a more physical, deeper level. Does that make sense?